Hi again. This is our third video, probably the final one of the day. As you know, or as you may not know, our ministry is based in Florida. And, this is where we'll be for a while, I think. I own a house here, but I get cluster headaches because of allergies. They've also been called suicide migraines because people have killed themselves to end the pain. And I get those because of allergies, and I used to get them in December and January, and I would make sure that I was on tour for some part of those months, or at least out of the state. I don't have to be gone for the entire month, but just a portion of it so that I don't get the clusters. In the month of August, I ended up getting two, and I'd never gotten one in August, so now I'm starting to look at possibly moving someplace. However, all that aside, since I live in Florida, Tallahasse is our capital. And a couple of years ago, there was a nativity scene at the Capitol building. And a satanic group decided that if the Christians were going to put up a nativity scene, then they could put up their own satanic nativity scene, so to speak. And someone got upset at that and destroyed the satanic nativity scene, and obviously a Christian. And then, of course, she was arrested, and I think that they couldn't bring charges against her because they couldn't find enough peers that would actually sentence someone to jail that destroyed a satanic scene. That was a couple of years ago, and I would imagine, our country's gotten worse, so they probably could find somebody now that would sentence her, but, that was a couple of years ago, so she's all right now. And I believe she's possibly apologized for what she said. I don't know. Regardless, though, last year, the same group that put up the Christian nativity scene the year before decided that they would not put one up last year because something about wanting to keep the peace, I think, and not offend certain people by putting up the nativity scene. Really? Really? You're a Christian group and this is your view? Because the God that I worship, the Jesus that I worship, was confrontational. When he sent the legion of demons into the swine and they ran over the cliff and into the ocean and drowned themselves, that didn't seem very peace-like. It didn't seem very meek or mild. And yes, those people requested that him not come into their city. So he left and went somewhere else. But they requested that, and he obeyed what they requested. Tallahasse, are you saying you don't want Jesus there? Is that your request? Is that the capital of my state has requested Jesus not show up? Because our ministry, All Saints Catholic Ministry, has put in an application to put a nativity scene there. And if a satanic temple wants to put their version of a nativity scene up, that's fine. Bring it. We will not send anyone there to destroy it. You can put your thing right next to ours if you want. That's fine. We have freedom of speech and freedom of religion, and that means you're covered under the same things we are. And I seem to recall my God going in to the temple and disrupting the money changers. He chased them out of the temple with a rope, beating them on their backs and flipping tables over, heavy, big tables, corrupt with money and animals, and he flipped these over out of anger. That doesn't seem like somebody who's, well, in Tallahasse, they maybe don't want Jesus there. Maybe they think there's a money table or two he could flip, and maybe some money changers he could chase out with a belt or a rope. So if you don't want Jesus there, if you don't want the nativity scene, then don't approve my application. But if you're okay with Jesus being there, then we plan on bringing a nativity scene in. And we hope that all of you in Tallahassee and wherever else you are will come and see our scene. I'm not saying that it will be grand. It's just going to be a simple scene, but we're Catholic. We are Christian. Catholic means universal, and it means Christian. And we are here to represent our Lord.